Hey guys, Pink Reacts here, and I know the screen's pitch black. That's because I'm telling a creepy story today. But before we get into that, I just want to say I'm really pissed off right now because my doctor's appointment got cut off because she had to go somewhere. And y'all are gonna see my mom's car on, actually? Yeah, you can see my mom's car today. I'm gonna shut up now. Um, um, But anyways, let's hop into the story. This story is called Dark G. So I'm gonna try to read this in the most creepiest way I possibly can. Oh, and this story was written by Miss Random. She sent this to me in the mail. And I think it's really creative. Thank you, Miss Random. Shout out to you. But okay, here we go. It all started on that night. I was still in the hospital. Earlier that day, me and my mother were out. We were just driving home with the groceries in the car. Then, out of nowhere, it was something I've never seen before. It was unlike anything I've ever seen before. It was just a dark black truck coming at us. It was as if it was a ghost or a mist, and it collided with our car. Next thing I knew, I woke up in a hospital. I don't know if what happened just happened or I was dreaming, but it's less of a dream and more of a nightmare. I look around to see lots of hospitalized technology around. A heart pump, a heartbeat meter, a blood tube, water, some hospital seats, and it was bright. I couldn't move. I felt numb, like I had no power in me at all. But that's when she walked in the room. It was Abigail. Now, this weirded me out because Abigail went missing years and years ago. How could she be here? But there was something different about her. She was much paler and more bent out of shape than usual. I was so happy I tried to sit up, but I felt paralyzed and I just couldn't move. I couldn't speak. Every body part of me was numb except for my eyeballs to blink. She looked at me, and then she spoke to me, but she didn't sound the same. Her voice sounded distorted and creepy. It sent chills down my spine. Gianna, you gotta get up. Come, join me, she told me. I looked at her since I couldn't speak. In my head, I'm just thinking, either I'm knocked out or I'm just completely fucked. I kept looking at her. Since I couldn't move my head, it was a simple slight glance. My eyes started to hurt, so I quickly moved them straight and blinked. I looked up at the bright light ahead of me. That's when, next thing I knew, she touched my shoulder. Then everything went black again. Sweet dreams, she told me with that creepy, distorted voice. Sweet dreams indeed. I woke up in a pitch black room. The only things I could see was a white bed that I was laying on, a mirror, and a stool next to the mirror. I was able to move, but I still couldn't speak. My mouth was laced up as if it were a football. It's as if I were a scarecrow and my mouth was stitched. I walked over to the mirror. And as soon as I got to the mirror, there was yet a flickering light shining right above it. I decided to just look in the mirror. I noticed the light was flickering. It was not just flickering on the mirror. It was flickering on a knife on the table. Now, I didn't know what to do. I had 3 options: kill myself, cut myself, or cut open my mouth. So, obviously, I cut open my mouth. I wanted to speak, but I regret ever doing this. As soon as I cut open my mouth, it's as if a kraken or an octopus, a pitch black kraken or octopus was living in there, but it was very misty, as if it were smoke. Large tentacles came flying out of my mouth and eyes, and it wouldn't stop. It let out this horrible shriek. It started grabbing. It broke the mirror, and I covered my mouth as quickly. The tentacles from my eyes went away, also my mouth. It didn't bite off my hand, which is shocking. And then I uncovered my mouth, and it all happened again. Then I covered it, uncovered it, covered it, uncovered it. And in my peripheral view, I saw a bandage, a cloth, and a face and a mouth mask. I couldn't hold my hands up to my mouth forever, so I decided to grab 2 of the 3, the bandage and the mask. I wrapped the bandage around my face so that my lips could heal. And I just held the mask close. And as soon as I put the mask in my pocket, the door opened. I didn't know there was a door until I saw the golden yellow doorknob. It was Abigail. Behind her was a white scenery. It looked as if it was a hospital hall. I looked at her. I sounded muffled, so all she really heard was, "Abigail, what did you do to me?" I asked her, muffled, wondering if she even knew what I said. "I made you better. I made you just like me." Then I noticed her mouth was closed too. It wasn't like that in the hospital. I asked her again. "Do you have the same thing in your mouth that's in mine?" As if she knew what I said, she said no. "No, I'm different. I can't cut my lips. It's as if they were a barrier keeping me from doing that." Now, I had 2 questions for her. 1, how she was speaking to me, and 2, what happened to her voice. So I decided to ask the first one. "How are you speaking to me?" "Just how like you're speaking to me." I looked confused at her, because I am opening my mouth. Hers is shut permanently. "But my mouth is open.
What about yours?
Sweetie, you don't have your mouth open. It's closed. Especially behind that mask or bandage. Her laugh sounded dry and creepier than ever.
So then, if my mouth is blocked off, how are we talking?
It's complicated, but you'll find out soon enough. It's kind of like talking through your mind, but through your mouth at the same time. That just got me completely mind-fucked. In my head, I'm slowly just looking at her with this confused look on my face, and I'm just thinking, what the hell? And then, next thing I knew, I burst out laughing. She looked at me as if I committed a crime. She looked at me as if I got the easiest math problem in the world wrong. What are you laughing about?
Keep going, Abigail. Nice prank. You really got me there. I actually thought I was dead and you did something to me. Oh, you really got me.
Then she looked at me with that same expression again. What prank? That's when it all became clear. Not only was I in the hospital, I was dead. She killed me in the hospital. And now I woke up in this room and I'm a monster. Something I was never meant to be. And then I remembered that truck. And then I looked at her with this horrible expression. It's a face I never thought I'd be able to pull off. It was you, wasn't it? I pulled down the mask and spoke those words. It was you! She looked at me with a shocked expression. I quickly pulled up the mask before anything could happen. It's getting long. Part 2 will be next. This video is getting long and my mom's home. So, peace.